Betsy Harvey with Betsy Harvey Inc., your personal communications headquarters for confidently communicating your personal brand story in your work and in your life. Welcome back to summer camp, and this week I'm really excited because we're going to start the series about the 3 C's that you need to succeed. Now, I just want to tell you that we had a pretty big storm here last night in Atlanta, so my family and I are a little bit sleep deprived. But the coolest thing happened today. I was walking my boys to summer camp, and on the way back, I got to hear this really cool drum corps at our local middle school. And it was such a gift because it was one of those mornings where I hadn't had my coffee, wasn't quite feeling in my mojo, feeling exactly how this video is supposed to help you feel. Meaning, I just wasn't feeling confident. I just didn't have my rhythm. And here I am trying to shoot a video for you. So I think that's a pretty honest account of what it takes to be confident sometimes is just snapping out of it. And today I had that happen for me. A group of probably 12 to 15 middle schoolers was practicing drums in the back of the middle school in our neighborhood, and I got to hear this incredible rhythm, and I have recorded it and placed it here as some of the background music and some of the intro music that you just heard. But it really is powerful that things from our senses can literally change how we feel in just a moment. So today I want to quickly go through the 12 things that I think you need for the first C, for confidence. If you want more detail, please feel free to listen to the more extensive podcast or read the blog in full on my website, betsyharveyinc.com. So let's get started. The first C. We know that that's confidence. So we're going to use my piano as sort of a vision board today. Not as easy for you to see, but you can get the idea. I think it's an awesome idea for you all to actually make these into Post-it notes that you can post up around your office or your mirror or wherever it is that you need to remember these things. So confidence. Okay, dress well. This one is a tough one for me. I love yoga clothes. Oh my gosh, I love my workout clothes. I love to not shower till nighttime sometimes. It's the truth. But when it comes down to feeling confident, unless you've already worked out in those clothes and gotten your move on, you probably need to step it up a notch in how you're dressing. Find that outfit that makes you feel on fire. I know you have one. I know you do. And it may be dressing, it may be casual. You've got to figure out what that means for your personal brand. But for me, I love this dress. This is one of my favorite dresses. I love my fun earrings, and it makes me feel great. And so this is one of my go-to outfits when I'm feeling like I want to feel more like Betsy Harvey because it's part of my brand. So dressing well is important. The other reason it's important is because that other people see you and they're like, I want what she wants, or I want what she has, or she just looks like she feels good today. In other words, people want that feeling of confidence. And believe it or not, the visual of dressing well is one way to start stepping back into your power when you're maybe feeling off form. First one, dress well. Number 2, posture. Wow. Now there's something I know all too intimately. In 7th and 8th grade, I had a back brace because I had a kyphosis in my back, which I still struggle with today. This is how I'm more comfortable sitting. Now you tell me, does that look like I'm confident? No, but on the inside I feel great. Truth is, I have to constantly practice rolling my shoulders back, and thank God for yoga. It has saved me in so many ways. Seriously, your posture is everything. If you're sitting like this, no one's going to think you're confident. They're going to think you don't care. They're going to think you're lazy. When maybe on the inside, you aren't any of those things. So step it up, put those shoulders back, and work on your posture. All right. Turn on your senses. Lindsay McKinnon, my dear friend, this one goes out to you. See these flowers? If you need to get your senses all in a flurry, do something like this. And plunge your face into a bouquet of flowers. Find music that you love. Go smell fresh coffee. Do something, taste something delicious like fresh fruit. I'm naming things that I love. But the truth is that your senses can literally shift your disposition on a dime. This helps your confidence too. If you're having a down day and you need to shift your disposition, do what my friend Lindsay does. Shove your face in a bouquet of flowers. I think that's genius, by the way. Or, find those other things. For me, it's often a song that has been a pick-me-up for over 20-something years. Honestly, what comes to mind for me sometimes is The Sound of Music. I truly love that musical, and I love how when Julie Andrews is skipping with her guitar and her hat on down the I guess it's a walkway in Salzburg. She's like, I am confident. Da, da, da. Do whatever it takes, but use your senses, your eyes, your ears, your smell, your taste, your touch, all those things. All right, use your senses. Attitude and gratitude. I do not need to wax on about this. Thousands of other people do. I already have a post about it, but I truly believe that your state of grace and gratitude really makes your attitude. You got to find that grateful moment in every single thing as much as you possibly can. Now listen, I know that life dishes out a bunch of garbage for us. We have lots of obstacles in the road. There's spiritual warfare everywhere. But if you can find a place to be grateful for whatever that moment has taught you, it's going to shift your attitude and you're not going to get as down. So in other words, last night the power went out and I had a chance to probably spend more time with my son in bed because he was scared than do work. I mean, please, I'm so grateful for that crazy, wicked storm because I got this bonding moment with my son that I would not have had, even though we were both scared out of our wits. So there you go. That's a really recent example. But find places to be grateful, and I promise it'll shift your attitude. Kindness. Oh my gosh, this goes without saying. Be kind to yourself, but even more importantly, sometimes I think it's just being kind to others. When you extend an attitude or a gesture of kindness to others, it does affect other people. It really does create positivity in a space that may otherwise not have had it before you showed up. That builds confidence, people. I'm telling you, being kind to people, even when you don't feel like it, giving them a break, even when they're making you mad, trying to find a place of kindness. Super huge, super awesome opportunity to build your confidence. Kindness. Step up. I love this one. Step up. Okay. How many times have you gone to a convention or a conference or gone to church or gone to a meeting and you sit in the back row? Well, stop doing it. I want you to sit in the front row or sit really close to the front. I mean, unless you're like me and you've got children who like to cut up during church, you might want to sit closer to the back. But in professional work, there's no excuse. Get to the front of the room. People, I'm telling you, that's where the influencers are. That's where you're going to feel like you're noticed. That's where you're going to be a better listener. That's where people can tell that, oh, she actually cares. He actually cares. Go to the front row. The other one that I was going to say is get moving. The whole idea of stepping up, get moving, get your body moving. Walk at a faster pace. Don't walk in a slow, slumpy, I've got my shoulders rounded pace. Step up and move. Start zooming. Step up. Affirmation and inspiration. Okay, quotes, public speakers, TED Talks, videos, whatever it takes. Affirmation is key. Inspiration is key, but you got to put it into action, people. Come on. You can listen to all the inspiration in your whole entire life, but at the end of the day, if you aren't taking action to do something with it, it's never going to matter. I know I'm getting long, so here we go. 30-second personal motivational speech that you can tell yourself. Does it sound cheesy? Yeah, because it's going to feel cheesy when you do it until you have the end result, the end effect of what that feels like after you've done it. So check out my blog and my podcast for that. Move, exercise, yoga, run, work out, swim, ride a bike, walk your dog. I don't care. Get out and move. You got to move your body, got to move your blood, got to get that oxygen moving. It can change you in 20 minutes. Move. Move. Visualize. Visualize yourself in a confident state. It changes everything. I will go into more detail on that on the podcast and on the blog. And by the way, the blog's going to have action items for every single one of these that you want to try out. So give it a shot. Visualize. Talk it out. Oh my gosh, call a supportive friend or family member. If you see a therapist or have a coach like me or another coach, which is great too, talk about these things. What are the issues that you have? What are the obstacles you're trying to overcome? Sometimes our confidence is largely rattled because we're afraid of something. And we're going to talk about courage next week. But again, talking through things with somebody who really does listen well and supports you can be a game changer. So talk it out. And last but not least, which I actually think is the most important, is serve. Think of how you're serving others. Honestly, when we are out there in a world that is very take, and we take it upon ourselves to act always in the the spirit of service, it changes everything in your world. It changes how you feel because you're giving to others. It changes how they receive what it is that you have to offer. A spirit of service to me is sort of a game changer for whether you will be confident or not confident, because without service and giving to others, I'm not really sure if that's truly possible. I'm sure there are a lot of people who would disagree with me on that, but I'm talking about authentic, God-given confidence comes largely from a spirit of service. So, guys, those are my 12 things. I'm not going to repeat them because I know this is a longer video, but I want you to just think about one of these things that you can do this week. Check out the actions on the blog. Tell me what's going on social media. I need you guys there, because if you don't like or comment or share or hashtag, I don't really know if any of this matters to you. But I do know in my heart that when you all tell me verbally, when I see and hear from each of you privately, that this is making a difference. And I hope that this particular first C about confidence will get your Post-its out. Write them down, stick them up, do whatever it takes, and stick those shoulders back and move, sisters and brothers. I'm telling you, that first C of confidence is largely just about getting that mindset turned on. Oh, and by the way, I would be remiss if I didn't say it. Please try your best to stop caring what other people think. Doesn't mean you're apathetic. It just means that you're not going to let them take your power away. For you to step into your power and into your confidence, you're going to have to start ignoring what other people think and going for external affirmation. Why don't you try affirmation from the universe, your God, which, by the way, same one as mine, your God and yourself, and use that as your beacon of confidence. Try that out for the week. See how it goes. I'll see you at BetsyHarveyInc.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And thanks so much for your time. I know this went a little long, but I'm really grateful. And I can't wait to hear about how you're feeling more confident this week. Take good care. Bye.